Hi guys, welcome back to Nana's Nursery and Reborns. I am Nana Lori and I am here to kind of show you what we have done at the Dolls of the World Expo. And I wanted to shoot this earlier this past week when Miss Raven was here and that just didn't work out. And then I've been trying to get in here to the nursery all day and that didn't happen either. So we're going to be in just our overhead light, and hopefully I'm going to try really hard not to get shadows on everything. But who you're looking at right here, this is my beautiful Bonnie Loren. She is the Laura sculpt by Bonnie Brown, reborn by the beautiful Suzanne at Baby Bunting Nursery. So she's laying here in the little cot carry bag that Nana made several years ago, and so I just wanted to pop on here and show her because she looks so pretty. And we might have some fun unexpected people joining us later on in the video, but I wanted to start off by sharing our experience. So we got to Greensboro, North Carolina, and we got there on Thursday because we wanted to go to the Sunflower Soiree, which was pretty much a baby shower. And so that was on Thursday. And so we got there early and we met up with Sweet Holly Church from Holly's Dollhouse and her husband. And we kind of went upstairs and scoped out the hotel a little bit. So that was fun. Let me see. Before this soiree, we met up and we exchanged our gifts. And I'm not sure where I put them. I kind of stacked everything in here in a pile, and then I didn't get everything gone through. What is that? I'm not even sure what that is. My goodness, here it is. Ah, here it is. Sorry, Holly. I know, I'm terrible. Okay, so Holly gave me this beautiful, beautiful outfit for this soiree. So she said we may have to do a twinning sometime or something. And it's beautiful sunflowers on the little bottoms. And there's really long sockies. And then it has a little matching headband. And I have this yummy chick-o stick. She gave me, and there was something. Oh shoot, it's out. I'll have to show it later. I'll have to put a picture of it. I'll insert it right here. That was such a beautiful, heartfelt gift, and I almost cried, but it was so super sweet. So then we went to the soiree, and they served us like this really nice taco bar. So there was tacos and pico and soft tacos, hard shell tacos, and there was gosh, I can't even think of everything that was there. Big old long bar. Anyway, so we enjoyed that and had this beautiful layout of desserts. So that was yummy and delicious as well. Then we played some games. You know, we played that game where you put the paper plate on top of your head and you like draw. And the first one, oh my gosh, what was it? I think it was a duck. So Nana did not save any of hers. It was crazy because I'm not good at that at all. Anyway, and Holly won at our table every single one. So we did a duck, and then I think we did a sunflower. I think that was the second one. That should be about right. And so she didn't win overall, but just our table she won. And then I don't even know, and they did a bunch of drawings, and you could spin the wheel and stuff like that. And then we got to the baby shower gift. So they called table numbers and stuff, and so we did it that way. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. And then I got a blanket. It's just sage green, and it's got little giraffes on it. Yeah, that's all I see is giraffes. And then I got hairbrush and comb, a little cow flat rattle with a little crinkle and chewy beaten hands. And then I got some little scratch mitts, and they're kind of like a peachy orange and sage green and gray. And one's striped, one's the peachy orange with sailboats, and this one's kind of off-white with sage green and peachy and gray whales, and this one's just solid peachy. Oh, I think these were on the table. Yeah, these were on the table. Look at these fun little diapers they found for the sunflower soiree. It was so cute. Okay, so that's what I got. And I was kind of bummed because I didn't get, like, I don't know. I just put a lot of thought and effort into my baby shower gifts because it's kind of like a, kind of like box opening in a bag is kind of how I do it. So I was a little bit disappointed by that. But one of the sweet, sweet friends we met at our table, she won this gorgeous, gorgeous dress outfit. Isn't this beautiful? It's like a, oh gosh, navy blue. Down at the bottom of the ruffle, the top of the bodice actually has like gold lines and flecks in it, and has a little flecks of stitching throughout. And it's got a beautiful little collar, and it's got lace, big old grass grain off-white bow. And then the bottom, like I said, is navy, and it has the plaiting stripe of a gold stripe and a white stripe, and then there's some ruffling at the bottom, and then it's just little off-white bloomers. And it has the beautiful little matching bonnet on the back too. So just a beautiful little outfit. So she didn't have to give me that, and I thought it was so sweet, and I almost teared up and cried about that. But she said she doesn't really have smaller babies anyway, so and she said she really rarely ever changes her babies anyway. We just kind of hung out. After that, we enjoyed meeting our new friends at our table. And then in the lobby, there's so many. This was a massive hotel. It was a massive venue. I don't even know how many, basically, like, showrooms there were. But I'm telling you, this place is big. And super, super nice. But there's a bunch of lobbies everywhere, so everybody was just kind of like everywhere. We're supposed to be meeting in the north lobby, but people were just everywhere. Check on Friday was basically our free day, so we just kind of hung out, and I kind of caught up on some sleep. I did not sleep very good, so I slept in, and I actually felt much better by Friday afternoon. We just walked around and visited with people with their babies and enjoyed that kind of stuff. So and then, see, we met up with Mia from Wishes and Wonder, and she is where we got this gorgeous little outfit my beautiful Bonnie is wearing. It's a little romper. It's like a bubble romper, but it's kind of a little bit longer, and it's like a muslin, and it's kind of like a winter white, because it's not even really off-white, but it's got just little peachy leaves, kind of outlined in gray all over it, and it's got a little ruffle sleeves, and it's got the cute little matching bow. And then I had her hair all fixed, but you know, she's kind of been in her bag, so her hair's kind of like ruffled up. So she's holding our cute little jelly cat lamb. So that was Friday, but Saturday was the show, and I didn't get up early and go to the showroom floor because I didn't have an early bird ticket, and I didn't have anything I was really just, you know, had to have. There was a doll I was looking at to see if I could get, but if I could get her, great. If not, that's just how it rolls. So I got in there first thing. That's where I went to look, and she was already gone. So I just kind of moseyed around the show. I mean, there was no babies that were just really standing out to me because we have plenty of babies, so it takes something very special to catch my eye. So one of the vendors, I happened to be looking up at the top, and there was this display. She had like these racks on top, and I looked all the way up at the top, and lo and behold, I saw this beautiful little Pika. She was so sweet, and I recognized her from the Kansas Doll Show last year, because last year's contest sculpt baby was the Pika sculpt. So there were tons of Pikas last year, and I kind of thought I liked to have a Pika, but I really didn't see a lot of other ones there at the Dolls of the World. No big deal. So I kind of pulled her down and looked at her, and I said, you know what, I'll think about it. I said, I just like to ponder it and make sure it's something that I really want first. So then we went back close to the end of the show, and I told my husband, I said, you know what, I think I want her. So he went back, and I was sitting down. It was getting almost to the very end of the show on Saturday, and he got her for me. Lo and behold, I got a Pika for our nursery, and I will show her to you right now. Surprise! It's Pika! Isn't she so cute, you guys? Oh my goodness. I just fell in love with this little girl, and she is a beautiful Pika sculpt by the wonderful, talented Bonnie Brown, and she was a contest baby from the Kansas Doll Show, and she is wearing a beautiful little off-white dress that has patchwork and blue and pink and off-white hearts, and then it has little musical notes that go left and right and up and down, and the hearts do too. At the top of the bodice, it's pink and has a tiny little lace with itsy bitsy buttons. Let's see if I can get closer. Focus. Oh, look at the camera, baby. Look at the camera. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Anyway, she has beautiful long pink ringlet hair. It's so beautiful, and it's just this palest cotton candy pink. She's got her big, huge, beautiful eyes, and they're such a beautiful green. Does it pick it up? Yeah, I think it does kind of pick it up. And she's got beautiful, her little freckles on her face. A couple of them are in the shape, focus, focus, focus. Will it? Nope, I don't think it's gonna. They're in the shape of itsy bitsy hearts. So she was reborn by Pumpkin Doodle Babies, the talented Corey Fan. Oh, I have the wrong paperwork out. Sorry. And I have her COA, and I just received it in the mail because it wasn't with her at the show. I got care instructions. She's 2 pounds, and she's 16 inches long, and she was redone 8/26/24. Anyway, but at the show, another artist had purchased her, and so I bought her from Jolene Worthington, and she had a booth there. So that's where she came from. Like I said, I think I have a picture of the COA, and if I do, I will put it in right here. And then here's the famous, adorable little Pika belly plate. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Oh yeah, that shows it better. See, she's got tiny little brown freckles all over. Those are the same little freckles on her little face, but there's the famous little heart belly button on the belly plate of the Pika. Okay, so after the show was over, we were waiting for our dear sweet friend Melanie from In the Sparrow's Nest, and we were so excited to see her and her best friend Ratty. And so Ratty came along, and I got these beautiful gifts from Melanie. Came in this beautiful little bag, and it's got beautiful little lilac flowers on it. I think they're lilacs. Anyway, inside the bag was a little friend. Oh, the little friend's hat came off. Put that on. And then we'll turn our friend around. Surprise! It's a cute little crocheted hoot owl with a rust orange little hat on It's so sweet. So there's that. And this, I was absolutely in awe. Thank you so much, Melanie. It is this gorgeous Spanish knit, beautiful blue. It's kind of a medium blue. And it's got an off-white lace down the center. And it's got the satin ribbon that weaves down the inside of the off-white lace. So a little string on there. So it's a long sleeve sweater. And then it's got this beautiful little edging on it that's got little triangles. Isn't that beautiful? And then it's got the matching bonnet. And I'm pretty sure it's a preemie size. And it might even fit our Pika. And then it's got the little footed pants, all crocheted, or knit, I guess. And off-white satin ribbon on the little feet. See, it's got the cute little feeties. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. But when you came out of the show, or went in the show with your babies, you got this little satin slip lanyard you put on their little wrists or their ankles to show that that's your baby. And I'm pretty sure I have decided on her name. So I try to name the babies something with their sculpt so I can remember. And since she's Pika, I don't want to keep her Pika, but she looks to me like she's a darling little pipsqueak. That's her name. This is our little pipsqueak or Pippa. I just love her so much. Okay, so the next day was the Sunday show, and I decided she didn't come with these little shoes, so I went to Vivian Zamora's booth and got her these beautiful little blue ballet little slipper shoes, and they matched the blue on her dress so well because Holly had showed me several places that had some really cute shoes that she had gotten. And oh my gosh, this woman had sold out of almost all of her little shoes. They're little bitty crocheted booties. Let me see if we can get them. See, look at them. Aren't they so cute? These ones are just an off-white and they have a little sage green detailing. So I got those. Anyway, so I was in and out of the show. And I went out and I actually had the biggest surprise of my life. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I would be able to own a full body silicone baby. I've looked at them, I've thought about it, but I just can't spend that kind of money. So a sweet dear friend was getting rid of her full body silicone baby and she offered her to me. So I'm going to do a blanket reveal. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. And by the way, Janae from Janae's Joy just shared a video of her precious little Kate. And she's wearing a very similar outfit to this. So we wanted to shout out and say, hi, Janae. Miss Julie wants to show you her beautiful shoes in her outfit. She's the Jupiter School by Melody Hess. And if you didn't know, she's the co-host of the Dolls of the World Expo, along with Bobby Barfoot from Trueborns. So, without further ado, let me see if I can zoom out. Oh, I can. Good. Okay, so I've got this little special nugget down here. We're going to do a blanket reveal. They're not bare. They have little sandals on because I wanted her to have some little sandals. And here she is. She's a little preemie. And look at her beautiful skin tone. Oh gosh, she's so soft. And like I said, I got her from a friend. And she made me the deal of a lifetime because she had gotten a new baby. So she's wearing this beautiful rose Spanish knit pants with little white bows on the two sides. And then, oh, there's a little hand. Let's see if I can not get a shadow on her and get a little bit. That'll work. Okay. And then here's another little hand The one's all the way open, fingers splayed, and the second hand has the first and second finger held down, and her little thumb and pinky and her ring finger sticking out. And her top is the Spanish knit, and it's a little tank top, because you know we can do that with our silicone babies. And here, let me take your blanket, baby. So sweet. Oh, and she has a little bow on the side here. Okay, and then the Spanish knit has like the little zigzag hole pattern on it. So, but here she is. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Oh, she slipped off of her little head pillow, guys. Let me see if I can lift her up, so you can see her sweet little face. Isn't that just beautiful? She has a little open mouth, and she has beautiful rooted blonde hair. And I found out a fun tidbit that our sweet dear Mia from Wishes and Wonders actually rooted her hair. Isn't that beautiful? But she's got a little open mouth, and it's a very nice blonde hair. And she has armatures in her little arms. And she's a little preemie size. So that is Nana's surprise of a lifetime. Oh, speaking of, because I said something about full body silicone, Nana and Raven have shared on our channel, oh my gosh, years and years and years ago. I did get a full body silicone, and she's actually up in our little bitty miniature nursery over here. And she's like 4 inches. And I met up with her artist that I bought her from, Evergreen Art Dolls. And that's so sweet. I'm like, wait a minute, your name sounds really familiar. I think that I got a baby from you. So I can't remember if it was 2017 or 2018 that I got our cute little Cecilia, which is our teeny little full body silicone. Anyway, so that is the only full body silicone. And then I have our Luna, which is the Moon Dancer prototype. She's our full body silicone unicorn. So, but I don't have a baby. And she is so super sweet. She's marshmallowy soft. And I don't have her paperwork yet, because she was going to mail it to me. And I think I got a picture of it though. So I will share a picture of that right here too. Okay, so I would like to share her name. It's actually her sculpt name and something else special. So her sculpt is Jasmine. She is the Jasmine sculpt. And I can't remember her sculptor. I would have to look back. But her middle name is going to be Elizabeth, after my beautiful, sweet Raven Elizabeth and my oldest daughter, Miranda Elizabeth. And speaking of, today is our oldest daughter's birthday. The one we lost in February of 2024. So today is her birthday. We're going to go out to the cemetery tomorrow and see her headstone, because we have not been out there and seen it yet. I wanted to go today on her birthday, but that just didn't work out. So it's not very close to our house. It's like a couple hours away. So we'll go do that tomorrow. So I made her some special stuff, and I'll probably maybe share some pictures later. Boy, this is just slippery, because you know, everybody says, especially the silicones, because you can't glue their hair. So you put them on a satin pillowcase. Well, that's fine, but she just slips and slides all over the place. So she's on it, but it actually has. It's really helped to hold her hair in place. So, oh yeah, my husband bought some raffle tickets for both Saturday and Sunday. They have a 1 o'clock and a 3 o'clock drawing. And so at the 3 o'clock drawing, because the show closes at 4, he went ahead and bought some tickets. And lo and behold, the very last prize to give away, we won. And here's that. I mean, are you kidding me? This is insane. My husband is the luckiest person on the planet. I don't ever win anything. He wins stuff all the time, which is why he bought the raffle tickets, because there's no way I would even buy a raffle ticket. This is from Silicone Studios, and apparently her husband made these boxes, custom made, and it is a full body silicone. I'm like, I go from like not having a silicone baby at all to winning a silicone baby. Now, this baby will have to be reborn because she's not painted. She's a blank kit. But she is the cat sculpt from Silicone Studios. And look at this sweet little face. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that's what I got. I mean, I bought from Jacqueline Kramer, I bought a couple onesies, a boy's white bonnet, and some white bodysuits, and those little booties. And I really didn't even buy anything because I was so shocked after Jasmine, which her last mommy gave me all her clothes. So I have this box, and then I have a whole bag over here that's full of little preemie clothes that she gave. I was just so flabbergasted that I don't know. I just couldn't think straight. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't look at anything else. I was just like, oh my gosh, I have this new baby. So we will be figuring out what we're going to do with her. And that is it. I've got some of the babies that I'm getting dressed just for, you know, some everyday wear. And I don't know. I want to do their 4th of July outfits, but we will just wait and see, because she's still in her Easter. They're still in their Easter. Some of them are in their onesies. He's just in this beautiful little romper because I thought it was cute. And sweet little Nori's peeking out the top of the crib. Oh. If you guys missed our last video, go watch Raven's video. It was so cute. And I told her that was the deal, that she had to put all the babies back in here. And she did. She did a wonderful job. She did a wonderful job on the video. So with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, because this has been a really long video. Much longer than I was planning for it to be. But if you wouldn't mind, like, subscribe, comment down below. And hopefully I'll get another video up soon. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a blessed week. Bye.